इसलिए आज भारत को रोकने के लिए हमारी इस नींव पर चोट की जा रही है, संवैधानिक संस्थाओं पर प्रहार किया जा रहा है, उन्हें बदनाम करने का अभियान छेड़ा जा रहा है, उनकी क्रेडिबिलिटी, उनकी विश्वसनीयता खत्म करने की साजिश की जा रही है। जो लोग भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्त हैं, उन पर जब एजेंसियां कार्रवाई करती हैं तो एजेंसियों पर हमला किया जाता है। जब कोर्ट कोई फैसला सुनाता है तो कोर्ट पर सवाल उठाए जाते हैं, न्यायिक प्रणाली पर हमले होते हैं। आप सब देख रहे हैं, कुछ दलों ने मिलकर भ्रष्टाचारी बचाओ अभियान छेड़ा हुआ है।
Joining us on the trending burning question tonight are Shaida NC of the BJP, Binay Singh, political analyst, as well as Mohammad Tausif Rehman of the Trinamool Congress. We'll also be joined in by Regular Sridhar Reddy of the BRS in a short while from now. Opening up the trending burning question tonight is Mohammad Tausif Rehman and Shaida NC. Tausif, as far as the Prime Minister is concerned, he's made it abundantly clear that why should the opposition parties really have a problem when there is a crackdown on corruption. Today what we are seeing is that the opposition party seems to be suddenly rallying behind Rahul Gandhi, who cares the least when it comes to the other opposition parties. It has happened in your state, in the state of West Bengal. Your arch rivals have come together. And all this put together, it's back to square one, that the opposition unity or the lack of unity, that's the bigger problem, and that works in direct advantage to the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Well, Shravan, good evening, and let me tell you, I don't understand, is he, Narendra Modi, the first person on earth who is fighting against corruption? India is fighting against the corruption since 1947 and before that as well. We fought with the Britishers as well for the corruption and for the freedom as well. Now the problem is that when he claims that he is the only person who is fighting for corruption, it is bullshit, it's rubbish. You can't say like that. And you know what? We should thank Narendra Modi because language? Not only the opposition, because of Narendra Modi's conspiracy. No. It's not about language, ma'am. Let me complete. I'm not talking about Narendra Modi or something else. He's a Prime Minister, I do understand. But the thing is that I should thank Narendra Modi. Because of him, not only the opposition, but you will see in coming 6 months, the whole India will unite. Not only the politicians. Every person staying in India, every Indian citizen will unite because of this murder of the democracy. What happened with Rahul Gandhi? What happened with Rahul Gandhi? It's not a big thing. It could have been happened with any parliamentary, you know. But the thing is that the way it happened, it's not fair at all.
But you agree?
It's injustice. Don't you think we are against the democracy? No. You have to understand. Don't you think it's against democracy? You are fighting against the corruption only with the opposition. What about your minister? 33%
just a quick query.
33 ministers in 2014 portfolio were having murders, rape, kidnapping cases. Where are the EDs? No ED.
I'll take that question to the Bharatiya Janata Party, but just a quick question.
In the ministry itself.
Tausif, a straight question.
You want to target Mamata Banerjee?
And then I take this to Shaida
7-time parliamentary?
No, I'm not talking. I'm just simply asking. Today, the scenes that we are seeing.
I mean, you can't take a credit that Narendra Modi is fighting against corruption. India is fighting against corruption, sir, not Narendra Modi.
Tausif,
we all are fighting against corruption.
Tausif, okay, let me take this. Let me open up this debate.
Yes,
we're talking about the current situation. You saw what really transpired today in the Parliament. The Parliament is not moving ahead. The proceedings are not taking place. And why? Because the Congress party believes that a court order that has led to a conviction is a murder of democracy. Now, please tell me, you may argue,
Shravan,
and perhaps you may also argue that, you know, when the Bharatiya Janata Party says that this is nothing but a direct insult to the OBCs, then perhaps it's also a bit of an overstretch. But having said that, this is a result of a court procedure. How is it murder of democracy?
No, court procedure. Where was this court procedure when the complainant itself took a standby for 1 year? Where was the guy? So you are blackmailing people. You want to start this conspiracy.
But Rahul
you want
Gandhi
to keep
never took a
everything in
position.
hold, and then one day you will attack. You know, the problem is that person who lodged the complaint, he said that it's an insult for the whole Modi clan. It's not about Narendra Modi itself. Now if I tell you, like, how many people in BJP itself is having so many cases from Amit Shah to Narendra Modi as well. So will you deny Narendra Modi was not involved in Gujarat riots?
Let me now bring in.
The court said, no,
Tausif,
he's
you
a
made
free
your
man.
point.
I do understand.
Let's take this question. Let's take this straight away to. Okay, let's take this straight away to Shaina and say, Shaina, please tell me what has essentially happened.
Shravan,
is that somewhere down the line,
I
the
will just
Bharatiya
finish in
Janata
30
Party feels
seconds.
that let's
I will
rake up
just
this
finish in
entire
30
issue.
seconds. What is the fault? What is the fault of the opposition?
Quickly,
Shravan?
because I want to bring in the
What
BJP
is the
also
fault
now.
of the opposition? Where are we standing? Where are we? No.
Okay.
Shravan,
Let me
where are
take
we
this
standing
question.
wrong?
Fair
We
enough.
just want
You
to
have a-
question
you have a
Narendra
question.
Modi.
Now,
We just want to
China
question
come in.
the ruling government. Like, what is the connection between Modi and Adani?
China,
This is our fault. If this is our fault,
the
hang
proceedings.
us.
China, as far
Let
as
me just
the
now come in,
current
please.
situation
The monologue is over.
in the parliament, the finance bill is being passed. 1 minute,
Look.
China, please hear the question. The finance bill is now passed inside the parliament without any discussion. Somewhere down the line, the opposition parties like the Trinamool Congress, the BRS will always say that, look here, you are not allowing the opposition parties to question inside the parliament. You essentially want to rake up this Rahul Gandhi issue because it is always convenient for the Bharatiya Janata Party to keep the pot boiling through Rahul Gandhi, because it's much more easier to fight a Rahul Gandhi than a Mamata Banerjee.
So I want to make few points very clear. What did our Honorable Prime Minister said? He said that his life is a mission for the nation and his crusade is against the corrupt. Now when we talk about the corrupt, if the corrupt are being targeted by individuals without allegations or without substantiated proof, of course it could be termed a witch hunt. But here you have agencies that are working on the premise of who is corrupt and making people uncomfortable only because this is the entire crusade for the truth, and as we say, Satyamev Jayate. Our Prime Minister is by far the most honest Prime Minister we have in the country, that the country has ever seen. And if he says that his crusade against the corrupt will continue, obviously there's going to be anxiety in a few political parties that have worked as fiefdoms, that have worked on their own influential tactics by trying to manipulate the system. Today, the system cannot be manipulated.
Shaina, the question that the opposition party will ask you,
it is the Supreme Court
the
that
crusader,
has set up an inquiry.
Every Prime Minister has their own power. But no one murdered the democracy.
Tausif,
No one
don't
killed the
interrupt.
innocent.
Don't
Shravan.
interrupt. Tausif, I didn't allow others to interrupt. One minute. Tausif, I didn't allow Shaina to interrupt when you were making your point. I won't let you do the same. But Shaina, I have a follow-up question on that. You say that the Bharatiya Janata Party is the crusader when it comes to crackdown on corruption. If that is the case, then where was your party when one of your MLAs in the state of Karnataka was caught red-handed? And it has taken several weeks for your party to act. Forget about your party. It's not your party which would have acted. But that same person goes back to his constituency and then makes a halabaloo of this entire situation that, look here, there is nothing wrong.
What happened? No. Put your hand on your conscience and tell me what happened to that MLA from Karnataka. I mean, due process of law has been followed.
How many days did it take?
You talk about the Adani case repeatedly. Hasn't the Supreme Court got a committee in place to monitor every single issue that has been raised in Parliament? And is this not a special committee which comes under the jurisdiction of the Honorable Supreme Court? If Mr. Rahul Gandhi feels the way forward is to go on international soil and say that, oh, democracy is a threat, oh, agencies are being misused, but at least proofs
want the discussion on Adani, Shravan,
evidence.
what
he has
is
no
wrong?
evidence.
Okay. Where are we going wrong?
Let me just get in a quick one. Okay, Tausif, I'll give you the chance.
I want
Okay.
to say, are we absolving anyone of
Okay.
wrongdoings,
No,
or
Shaina ji-
are we saying that
Shaina
no,
ji-
let
No,
law
one
take
minute.
its
You
course?
want-
Okay, that's
Are we
a fair
believing
point.
in our
Shaina,
judiciary?
Shaina,
Are we
Shaina.
saying
Tausif,
that
Tausif,
no,
Tausif.
let everyone be on a
Let's be very
rampage and
clear.
just
But I
have
just
their
Let's be
own
very clear.
jaundiced
You didn't,
eyes
the
to view
opposition
what is
parties
honesty
didn't
and
have
what is
talking about
corruption.
conscious.
One minute, Shaina, you
Why
made a
don't
point.
you
Let me
ask
just
your
quickly
own
take this.
self
The
that are you-
opposition
are you-
party, Tausif, hear
are
me
you
out.
stating a right?
Tausif, hear me out. Tausif, just hear me out. 1 minute. Answer my question. China is making it very clear that we are not shying away from answering any of your questions. You said, as far as Adani matter is concerned, the matter was referred to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has formed a committee. The fact of the matter, there is a subsequent investigation that will take place. SEBI is meeting tomorrow. So there is something that is happening. And let's not forget, Tausif, at the end of the day, Hindenburg, when we talk about Hindenburg, what was the interest of Hindenburg, Tausif? I'm sure you are also aware of it. Yes, there is internal democracy questions as an opposition party. You have full rights to corner the government on that. But let's not forget that there are other interests also. Tausif, a quick response, and then I want Binay to come in.
I have a simple theory. When if I'm in a parliament, if I want to discuss something, whether it's Adani, Ambani or whatsoever, what is wrong and where are we going wrong? You want to halt, you want to mute the parliament, you want to murder the democracy, you want to go ahead because you have the powers, and next day you will send someone from the ED office to that particular politician's house and you will say that something happened. When Shaina ji is saying that what happened with that Karnataka MLA, I want to ask,
Sir.
what is happening with the Suvendu Adhikari in Bengal? He was openly caught having money. He was getting money
Sir,
from all
do you
sides.
believe that
It's all there in the
independent
video.
agencies are able to
Why?
perform
Did he- no, no,
without
no.
kind of political interference, or are you going to completely
Ma'am,
believe
what I'm
that
saying,
you are going to
ma'am,
run
what I'm
these
saying.
agencies?
So is there,
If you
is
want
there,
to
is
save
there,
the
are you
corrupt,
guys
then
want
you
to
a
have some
different
soft corner about
viewpoint.
Suvendu
When you want to
Adhikari?
fight corruption, you have a different
missed the
viewpoint.
president,
You can't
he
have
missed the
double
president
standards
meeting, he missed the
everywhere, no?
president ceremony,
The Prime
and he was
Minister
sitting with
leading by
Amit Shah.
example,
But Tausif,
and he has
if that's the
launched
case,
his
nothing
war
stops you from
against
taking
corruption.
action.
He will continue
Okay,
till
Tausif,
2024.
as
If
far
you are
as
going to
Suvendu
just try
Adhikari
to
is
deflect
concerned,
from the cause,
okay, 1 minute,
then you
ladies
will
and
have
gentlemen,
all kinds of
one minute,
examples.
1 minute.
Suvendu Adhikari is the prime accused.
Shaina, 1 minute. I think again
and
we're
he's sitting with the Home
digressing.
Minister.
1 second. Tausif.
How beautiful is that? This is what you call
Suvendu is
conspiracy,
certainly
this is
your
what you call
favorite.
constitutional.
Like 1 minute. For the Tausif, 1 minute. Just like the way for the Bharatiya Janata Party, Rahul Gandhi is the best opponent. For the Trinamool Congress, Suvendu Adhikari is the same favorite opponent. So I'll not bring it this entire debate only about that. Suvendu also, Tausif, you are free to knock the doors of the court. Let the court take action. Let the court then direct. It has happened in the case of the teachers' recruitment scam. The Calcutta High Court had intervened. You have full right. Now, 1 minute. Tausif, I'll bring you back, but let me just get a quick word now from Binay. Binay, as an independent political analyst on this entire matter, especially someone who keeps a very close watch as far as the proceedings in the parliament is concerned, we have lost, crores of rupees every time there is an adjournment that takes place. If you remember, when the 2G spectrum allocation issue was taken up in the parliament, it led to almost 68 crores of loss because for almost 8 to 10 days the parliament did not function. At that point in time, the Congress was saying that, look, the Bharatiya Janata Party does not allow this to happen. Debates should take place. The same thing is happening today. No single political party can take any high moral ground today because at the end of the day, it serves their best interest.
Shravan, look, in the parliament or in this debate also, I think the voice is echoing, Shravan.
We'll try and fix that, but we can hear you, Binay. You can make your point. We'll try and fix it.
Shravan, whenever we speak as a citizen, either in the capacity of a parliamentarian in the parliament or as a normal citizen on the TV panels, right now what we are doing. So it is just not about the right to speak. It is also about the responsibility to speak. The right to speak is not a license to perversity. The right to speak is not a license to abuse any community. the court has made a judgment in the Rahul Gandhi case, and not just because Rahul Gandhi is opposed to Adani. The court has certain observations that Rahul Gandhi has abused a community which is backward, which is also a backward community. And look, Sawan, our democracy is wonderful, vibrant, and a majestic
Sir,
democracy.
You are so much
Where
hurt about
Ajmal
the
Kasab
Modi
also
clan.
has a chance of
You
fair
have never
trial.
heard about the minority clan.
So Rahul Gandhi got the ample opportunity to present his case in the consent court. Rahul Gandhi got an ample opportunity to present
Gentlemen, I'm really running short of time. Okay, Binay, you make your point. I just want to give 30 seconds. I want to just give 30 seconds each. Okay, 1 minute. Binay. Hold on. I just want to give last 30 seconds to Tawseef and 30 seconds to Shaina to wrap up. A quick question to both of you and a quick response. Shaina NC and Tawseef. Shaina, let's be very clear. The Prime Minister has sent out a very strong message. He's made it very clear that every BJP Karyakarta has to face a tough battle ahead. And the tough battle, it seems, Shaina, is when you fight with the regional forces. Or would you say that you still want to spend more time on Rahul Gandhi?
Look, our agenda is very clear that 2024 or any election for that matter has to be fought with truthfulness, and our Honorable Prime Minister as the Pradhan Sevak has always said that he wants to give stability, development, zero tolerance to corruption and corrupt practices. There was this certain kind of entitlement in the past, whether it was political parties, influential people, all of whom thought they could get away with murder and institutions would not take their case. In this particular dispensation, we know that this is a crusade.
Shaina, I'm really running short of time, so I'll have to cut you short because I just want to give the final. Well, thank you very much, Shaina. Just a 30 seconds rebuttal coming in from Tawseef. Tawseef, I'm really running short of time. Quickly make your point. Rebut what Shaina has to say.
Shravan, I don't have to give any rebuttal, but I'm telling you what Narendra Modi, the Honorable Prime Minister, is doing right now is murdering the democracy. And I'm challenging you on this screen, on this biggest television channel. I'm challenging you that if Narendra Modi wants to fight with the opposition, and if he has the courage, and if the BJP has the courage, he should fight with Mamata Banerjee directly, face on face, and then you will understand who is wrong and who is right. I challenge Bharatiya Janata Party.
Well, Tawseef, if there is merit in your argument, I think the people of India will judge. The people of India will judge the role of the Bharatiya Janata Party, the role of the Prime Minister. If he's murdering the democracy, then the Bharatiya Janata Party would have lost the elections. Let's be very clear. It's the Janta which is going to decide, not the political parties. You may wish, but if you're rallying behind Rahul Gandhi, then you are giving a very easy fight to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Thank you very much, Shaina NC, Binay Singh, as well as Tawseef for joining us on the Trending Burning Quest.
Amity faculty have filed over 1,700 patents. Yet another reason why Amity has been conferred with the National Intellectual Property Award by Government of India for being the top Indian academic institution for patents and commercialization.
Divide. The opposition and the lobby did it during CA. They tried to do it again when Afghans were being evacuated. Tonight it is time to ask them why their secularism comes with a limited comfort zone.
देखिए आप तस्वीरें देख सकते हैं साफ तौर पे अशरफ को यहाँ पे ले जाया जा रहा है। आप देखिए लाइव तस्वीरें यहाँ पे रिपब्लिक आपको दिखा रही है। बरेली जेल से अशरफ को प्रयागराज जेल ले जाया जा रहा है कड़ी सुरक्षा के बीच।
Dramatic visuals coming from here at Jantar Mantar as the Congress youth protesters, Karyakartas are being detained by Delhi police officials and para forces over their protest here at Jantar Mantar where they were trying to march, and the visuals could clearly be seen as they were protesting against the disqualification of their leader Rahul Gandhi from the Lok Sabha. And now we'll show you that many youth leaders of the Congress have already been detained by the Delhi police official and are taken to the nearby police station. Saturday onwards only, the Congress is staging the nationwide protest is going on by the youth Congress leaders all over the country over the disqualification of Rahul Gandhi from the lower house of the Parliament, with the flags of Rahul Gandhi and Indian National Congress in their hands, who are protesting here at Manti House. Several protesters now they have taken the three-wheeler to go to Jantar Mantar, was the exact place where the youth Congress protest was called for, but they started their protest from outside Himachal Bhavan only.
Divide, divide, divide. The opposition and the lobby did it during CA. They tried to do it again when Afghans were being evacuated. Tonight it is time to ask them why their secularism comes with a limited comfort zone.
देखिए आप तस्वीरें देख सकते हैं, साफ तौर पे अशरफ को यहाँ पे ले जाया जा रहा है। लेकिन लाइव तस्वीरें यहाँ पे रिपब्लिक आपको दिखा रही है। बरेली जेल से अशरफ को प्रयागराज जेल ले जाया जा रहा है कड़ी सुरक्षा के बीच।
Dramatic visuals coming from here at Jantar Mantar as the Congress youth protesters, Karyakartas are being detained by Delhi police officials and para forces over their protest here at Jantar Mantar where they were trying to march, and the visuals could clearly be seen as they were protesting against the disqualification of their leader Rahul Gandhi from the Lok Sabha. And now we'll show you that many youth leaders of the Congress have already been detained by the Delhi police official and are taken to the nearby police station. Saturday onwards only, the Congress is staging the nationwide protest is going on by the youth Congress leaders all over the country over the disqualification.
ये प्रिजन वैन नंबर 1 है। प्रिजन वैन नंबर 1 यहाँ पहुंची है और उसे अंदर ले जाया जा रहा है। अब इसमें हो सकता है फरहान हो, इसको भी अंदर ले जाया जा रहा है। देखिए भीड़ भारी आप जो देख रहे हैं, पुलिस की मौजूदगी आप देख रहे हैं, ये वो एहतियात है जो प्रयागराज पुलिस बरत रही है क्योंकि ये दुर्दांत अपराधी है। अशरफ है, ये तस्वीरें आप देखिए, ये अशरफ है और इधर देखता हुआ ही आगे बढ़ा है। अशरफ को ले जाया गया है अंदर, अशरफ को ले जाया गया है अंदर।